Hi Libra, how are we? Hope everyone had a great Christmas. I'm just doing our weekly readings. This week we are looking at the month ahead. So January 2024. Everyone ready for the brand new year? I hope so. Please subscribe if you're not already. I do really appreciate the support being such a small channel. You're more than welcome to leave me comments. Let me know if it resonates, all that sort of stuff. But today I've got a few decks here today. So we're starting off with the Spiritual Junkie Affirmations deck, getting one of those for you. I am using the Seventh Seal Lenormand as kind of like overview deck because we are going to be splitting the month into start, middle, and end of January, and then clarifying with the Blackbird Lenormand, as well as the Romantic Fairy Love Oracle for some love cards at the end. Okay, so Libra, what does Libra need to know for January 2024? Libra for January 2024, please. Oh, I love this card. Isn't it pretty? Okay, it says, all that I need is coming to me in ways I could never have imagined. There we go. So it feels like having some unexpected things coming your way, in ways that you never could have imagined, all these things that you need. I'm kind of feeling for you, Libra, there's this energy of, I didn't know I needed it until it showed up, and it was totally unexpected. I never could have imagined this happening for me, to me, but here it is. Now it's here. I'm like, I need this in my life. It feels really good. Okay, Libra. What's going on for Libra in January 2024? Wow, I nearly said 2023. That's all done and dusted, guys. Let's look into 2024. Okay, Libra, January, wow, okay. Feels like, yeah, you never could have imagined, but it might be leading into February a little bit for you as well there. Some residual energy from 2023, and then we've already got February's energy as well. All right, okay, so start, middle, and end of January 2024 for Libra. Okay. Start of January, we have the feminine energy for you. Okay, Libra. So that is all about nurturing yourself, nurturing the softer sides of yourself. I don't like to genderize the masculine and the feminine in the Lenormand, which is actually one of the reasons why I do love this Blackbird deck, because rather than being genders, we've got them and you as the masculine and feminine elements. Okay, so I personally don't like to genderize the Lenormand, although traditionally they are gendered, but the feminine, I see that more just as the emotional side of yourself, the sides of yourself that want to nurture and protect yourself, and the sweet things, and all those feminine qualities within each and every one of us. All right, so regardless of what gender you are, everybody does have a bit of a mixture of feminine and masculine qualities. And if they don't, then they obviously need to develop those qualities within themselves, like empathy and compassion coming from the feminine side of things. All those emotions, okay, all the emotional stuff coming from the feminine side. So we are seeing that the start of January, it may be a little bit more emotional for you, Libra, especially coming off this full moon. You guys are one of the signs that are most affected by that full moon in December up there. That full moon in Cancer. So you may want to look at that shadow work reading I have uploaded just yesterday, Boxing Day here in Australia. So we did sort of delve deep into things for quite a few signs. So there may be something for you in that one as well, Libra. Okay. Clarify the feminine energy for the start of January for Libra, please. Oh, and I just want to ask, is that positive or negative or neutral? Positive, negative or neutral are we looking at there for Libra? Kind of neutral. Okay. We do have them. Sorry, that was just a door shutting in my house. It just made me jump. The breeze has obviously picked up a little bit. We have them, okay? So as I said, that is the the element of this is actually the opposite element. That's actually them, as in not you. So we see you in this feminine energy as your overview, and then we're seeing somebody else coming into the picture for you, but they're actually impacting you, and putting you into that more emotional, trying to think things through, trying to nurture yourself, trying to work out. I feel like for a lot of you this is working out, what exactly is going to be the best option for you here. Where do you want to go? Where do you see yourself? All those sorts of things, because we do have the letter as well. So it's they are bringing communication to you. Okay, you are receiving communication from them. Okay, I know that's very ambiguous. It could be, it's going to be a lot of different things for a lot of different people. But I am sort of getting some indications of what it is around, because we do also have the fish energy. All right. So this is some sort of clear communication coming towards you and it's in light of abundance, wealth, your finances. Okay, so someone approaching you, it does feel like somebody approaching you with this communication. So it's kind of like that and I keep getting shown that card again as well. So it's all coming to you in ways you never could have imagined. So it's kind of like you're getting this phone call about, oh, Libra, here's this, or a text or an email communication coming to you saying, here, Libra, here's this. It feels like it's some sort of opportunity. You're being faced with, are you going to take this, are you going to delve into this option? It's kind of like someone presenting something to you, like an invitation or a proposal, some sort of proposition. So for some of you, this is going to be like a career thing. So it's kind of like, I am getting that for some of you, it's like a contract with them, them, especially in this deck, like I was saying, that it's you and them. So them is, I'm feeling for you, Libra, this is like more than one person as well. It's kind of like a corporation or a business is approaching you, or something along those lines. So, it definitely could be something like that, like a work, a contract, some sort of contract from work sort of staff, or those sorts of things. It could be, it definitely could be something like an inheritance, or communication from like an accountant, or those sorts of things, because we've got that fish energy there. Really showing us that for some of you, this is definitely related to your finances, or potential finances, your potential for more wealth, to create wealth, to create more abundance in your life, to consider, what do you feel like, what is the abundance that you find in life? Is that financial, or is that you find abundance in life through other aspects, those sorts of things. Okay, so for some of you it's definitely financial. But for others of you, I do feel as though it could be, related to, something else that you find, that's where your wealth is. Because it's kind of like I'm getting, I'm rich, but not money. I'm rich, but like in, because I've got a lot of friends. I'm rich because I've got a lot of loved ones. I'm rich because I have a lot of happiness in my life. I'm rich because I have these opportunities in my life. So I am getting that for some of you, it's a different kind of wealth, rather than strictly financial. When I've asked whether that's positive, neutral, or negative, we do have the Tower coming out. So it is kind of neutral there. It's something that I feel like, especially with that feminine being the overview for that it's something that you're probably going to have to think long and hard about. You may have to take some time in solitude to really think this through. It's kind of got this element of this could shake the foundation to the core. Sometimes this tower, it does read a little bit sometimes like the tower in tarot, where it's kind of like sometimes the tower needs to fall in order for you to rebuild that stronger for yourself. And so I don't feel as though it's a bad thing. I'm feeling more along the lines of like neutral. It's how you are going to make it. If you decide it's a bad thing and you don't want that in your life, that's what it's going to be. If you choose it's a great opportunity and it's something that you do want in your life, it's going to be for the best. Okay, so it definitely something though that could have roots in the past, like something to do with the foundations that you've laid in this lifetime. So some sort of, especially for those of you where this is like money related. So, we do see that aspect of somebody older than you or somebody from your past, maybe the one communicating to you. So I'm getting that vibe of like, you may have applied for a job, like, and it's feeling like past. So it's like you may have applied for a job 10 years ago and never got the opportunity. But then all of a sudden here they are headhunting you, and it's like, oh, we've been following you for following your career for a while, and we feel like we missed an opportunity and we want you on our team. That kind of thing. So it definitely could be something from your deep past coming back around again, with this communication, with this proposal towards you here. But it is feeling quite important. All right. Then to the middle of the month, we do have the fox energy. So I'm kind of feeling that this is all about you really, really focusing on, I feel like this is you still trying to work out which way you're going to go with this. You're thinking this out very, very carefully. You're thinking it through, taking as much time as you need to think through whatever this proposal is that you're being offered at the start of the month, coming from this communication at the start of the month there. You're really thinking it through quite heavily. And I feel like this is what you're doing here. You're in this fox energy where you're really putting yourself first. You're putting your own needs first. You're putting your survival first. What is going to, give me the best chance of survival here? Do I take this opportunity? How is that going to go for me? All that sort of stuff. And, the fox energy is also, I'm feeling a little bit shapeshiftery for you as well. So it's kind of like, can I adapt to this change? Can I, really, really, I'm just feeling it's you really, weighing the pros and cons here of whatever this offer is. And it's like, really, really focusing though on your survival, your independence, and what is going to serve you the best. Okay. So really keep that in mind, I suppose, too, that you want to make sure you're maintaining a very strong sense of independence while you're making this choice, and focusing on your long-term survival, and whether this is going to lead to a better chance of survival kind of energy. Clarify the fox overview for the middle of January for Libra. Yeah, so once again, we're seeing, you focusing on what's going to suit you the best. And we do see here the dog and the birds energy. Okay, so the dog is all about friendship, loyalty, support, companionship. So I feel like this is you, and the birds can be about phone calls and conversations. So I feel like this is actually you relying on the advice of your friends and your support network, really sort of coming out of that solitude sort of energy. You're thinking it through very clearly by yourself, and then toward the middle of the month you really are finding, do you know what, I actually want to, the people that are loyal to me, and I know that they've got my best interests at heart, and they want my independence and survival just as much as I do. But now's the time to sort of reach out and ask them for some advice, ask for their support. Will you support me if I do this? That kind of thing. So I really am feeling that that's where the point where you kind of start to, reach out and ask for these conversations with the people that support you, your support network, the people that understand you and are loyal to you. Okay, so for some of you, I am feeling that dog energy, it may actually be like a partner type energy, and when you're thinking about your own survival, you're actually thinking about, because a fox, you can see this fox here carrying the little, fish. It's got a fish in its mouth. So it's like the fox has travelled across the fields and gone and caught a fish, and it's taking it back to its den. And that's kind of what you're doing here in the middle of the month. You've gone out and you've caught this, you've caught this fish, and you've caught this opportunity for this abundance to come into your life, and you've really thought it out clearly, independently. But now you're taking it back to your den and sort of saying, can we survive this? Can we, is this going to feed all of us? Is it, I want your support, I want your loyalty, that kind of thing. So it's kind of bringing, I feel like it's that, and communication as well, once again, talking things out with somebody there. So I do feel it's that kind of, bringing the news back to your den of we need to talk this through and have a conversation. I want your advice. What do you think about this? What should we do? That kind of energy. Toward the end of the month, we do see the garden. Okay, so this is the development of this story we're seeing here, because the garden is really the social aspect, the meetings. Okay, so we're seeing at the start of the month, them bringing this communication to you, and then we're seeing at the end of the month, this is kind of like your reply. I feel like you've had these conversations, you've thought this out very clearly by yourself, and then with your support network, and then toward the end of the month, it's kind of like, okay, I'm going to meet up with them, and we're going to talk this through. So it's kind of like, because this definitely can be like business meetings. So you may be having a business meeting. It can also talk about, those propositions and signing the actual paperwork and all that sort of stuff. So I do feel as though this is where we're sort of meeting back up with them that have given us this offer in the first place, connecting back with them in some way, and giving them our answer. I kind of feel, I'll get some clarity there. Clarify the garden for the end of January for Libra. Okay, and on the bottom of the deck, I do have the scythe. Okay, so don't be afraid to make the changes necessary. All right, if this involves a big change or an unexpected change, don't be afraid of that. I just wanted to add that in there, and that is actually bringing me all the way back to that card as well. All that I need is coming to me in ways that I never could have imagined. So don't be afraid of this, even if it's unexpected. Don't be afraid of this, because it is going to end up being all that you need. All right, and it's just coming through very unexpected, or something that you maybe have not even considered being possible for you. With that garden energy, I have that clarified by the bear as well as the heart. Okay, so, once again, it's redirecting me back to other parts of your message here. But the bear energy in itself, that is telling us, protect your best interests, stand firm in your boundaries. Okay, so when you are thinking all this through, there's going to be this thing where you're kind of like, I've got these clear boundaries. I'm kind of getting, it's like, I've got these requirements of, especially for the example of it being like a job proposition or something along those lines. Like, I'm willing to consider your offer, but these are my requirements. These are my boundaries that I'm setting. I want this, I want that, I want this. And, that's where we're having those discussions. We're meeting that person. You're standing tall and strong, having your boundaries firm, not allowing them to sort of, negotiate you into a corner or anything like that. You're standing in your power here, quite strong and firm with what you want to gain out of this. Otherwise, you're like, okay, cool. So I feel like that's quite strong energy there, you keeping your boundaries firm with what you want and what you're going to get, I feel here. We also have the heart. So really going all the way back to that feminine energy where, you know, you ultimately are going to follow your heart. Ask yourself what your heart wants to do about this, you know, and do it with love. All right. So don't be afraid of those changes. Don't be afraid to have those firm boundaries. But at the end of the day, you've got to follow your inner knowing, your intuition. Whatever your heart wants is what you're going to get here. All right. All that you need is coming for you. All right. So follow your heart at the end of the day. If your head's trying to tell you, oh, this won't work, that won't work, this won't work, it's going to be too hard. The heart wants what it wants. Okay, so follow your heart when it comes to this situation. Talking about the heart, we'll have a look for romantic love. Romantic love for Libra during January 2024, please. Romantic love for Libra, January 2024. We have the love language, physical touch. A tender touch means so much. All right, so relying on those support networks, you know, giving out those hugs and kisses when needed. Physical touch being important for you with love this month. Dreams come true. All right, have faith. Your rainbow will come smiling through. So I'm feeling like not only is this for romantic love, but this is for this whole situation here, that your dreams are going to come true here, Libra. Everything is going to work out in a really beautiful way for you here. And freedom. Healthy space and room to breathe. All right, so I do feel that's where you're taking that solitude back in the start of January. You know, some healthy space sometimes from thinking about romantic love, so you can think about all this other stuff. You know, quite clearly, any offers that are on the table, you're thinking things through very clearly, taking the space that you do need. You know, also with that bear energy, having your boundaries firm and taking that space when you need. But ultimately, finding freedom in romantic love, that you know that you've got the loyalty and the support. You know, you've got that physical touch when you want it and need it, but your dreams coming true ultimately. All right, at the end of the day, dreams come true. All right, so looking like a very interesting month for you, Libra. So keep me updated and let me know, you know, once that comes through, what is that even all about for you and your particular situation. I do feel that for a lot of you, something that you never could have imagined. It's like that you can't even think of this possibility, and here it is. All right. So let me know when you know what that is. But hopefully you all have a great month, a happy new year, and I'll see you all again soon.